Welcome everyone to my channel Space Remote Sensing and GIS. So we are continuing with the spatial modeling and spatial statistical techniques series. So we will take a little break on that, and we are going to discuss a very important topic on the SAR data processing and modeling. Okay, so in the SAR processing, if you see now Sentinel-1 A and you can see Sentinel-1C, there is a two different data sets which is nowadays available. Okay, so I will going to show you in brief, and then I will going to discuss what is the issue with this data, okay, if you are trying to process in ArcGIS Pro, and how we're going to solve these issues. Okay, so that is my main motivation to prepare this particular video. So let's see where is the data sets. Okay, so first I'm going to open the Sentinel website hub. So if you come to the Google and if you want to download the Sentinel data, so as you see Sentinel data download, if you just type like this and come to the Copernicus data. Okay, so this is the Copernicus data websites. Just a minute, I'm just going to open the, so this is the websites as you've seen. Okay, now you can click on the explore data sets. So come to the browser and or try to open this web browser. So let it be the open, then we will going to show you the next step. Yes, so this is the come. So now you want to log in your the Copernicus browse. Okay, so if you don't have login ID, so then create your login ID. So I have my login ID, so I'm just simply log in with my ID and passwords. Okay, and once you landed with this thing, okay, so if you want to do such analysis, okay, so suppose how we're going to do this. Okay, so first is the search option. You come to the search option, come to the Sentinel, okay, and the locations which you want to search. Suppose in this case I'm going to show you some locations in New Zealand where there is some kind of flood is actually happened. Okay, so because when we are searching this data set, so this is suppose the New Zealand. Okay, and I just want to download this location, suppose this particular location's data. Okay, so if you search these data sets, okay, so then you will see in Sentinel there is a different types of data sets will be there. Like Sentinel-1 is also there, Sentinel-1C also there. So how we're going to search? So suppose simply if you take this square box, okay, and you can make it search like this. Now you can come down to the dates, okay, and suppose I'm giving a date from June 1st to the July 19th. Okay, so if you see, if I just search for this particular locations for this particular date to this date, and if I go for the search, let's wait for the results to come. So now you see when I give this particular date, there is a different types of data which is actually coming. So in this you will see the two different group of data sets which you find over here. One is Sentinel-1A data sets, and if you go a little up, you can get the Sentinel-1C data sets. Okay, see, Sentinel-1A data is directly supported by ArcGIS Pro. So when you open this, it will be directly open in ArcGIS Pro. But if you try to open the Sentinel-1C data, okay, so you will face the issue. Okay, so I will going to show you now what the issue you will going to face when you open it directly to the ArcGIS Pro. So once you just click download, so it will be downloaded. Okay, and one data sets I already downloaded with myself. So if you see, this is the one data sets which I already download for myself. Okay, so that is this data sets which I extracted it also, and I will kept it here. Okay, so this is the major data sets of 1C data. Okay, this is the Sentinel-1C data which I put in this particular folder. Now what happened if I open these data sets directly? So if you see my previous video, then you can see at least we can open the Sentinel-1 data, okay, after 3.3, so we can able to see this image. But that main shape file, if you select and open, so directly it was open earlier in ArcGIS Pro. Okay, but what happened if you are going to trying to open the Sentinel-1C data? See, this is Sentinel-1C data, and if you select the mainface.shape files, okay, and try to open it, okay, so it is clearly show you the failed add to support this unsupported data. Okay, so this is the problem. So now how I open this data for analysis in ArcGIS Pro, so make it analysis ready for ArcGIS Pro. So it will be easier for you to make this processing in I think it is called SNAP. Okay, the software you SNAP, you just process your data, because SNAP 11 it is not going to support. Again, I am telling you, similarly same like ArcGIS Pro, what is the this is the versions which we have 3.5s, so there it is not updated. Okay, so maybe the next version, this Sentinel-1C is also going to upgrade as soon as it will be, and then I think we can able to process the Sentinel-1C datasets inside ArcGIS Pro. But as of now, if you are working for some disaster analysis or some immediate analysis, so what we are going to do if you don't have the Sentinel-1 data? So then I will show you a very easy process to make it possible. So better you can go to download the Sentinel, the SNAP 12. Okay, so this you just search like this. So this is Sentinel SNAP 12 release celebrates. Just right click on that, okay, and open this particular tool. So that you need to open first. Okay, so you see here, now it is opened. Okay, I understand it, make it a cookie. So you see here, you will get all the details from here. Now to get this SNAP software, okay, so the main download, okay, if you click here, it is written clearly. So if you click this, now this Sentinel SNAP 2 tools will going to open. Now there is a Pulsar Pro is also there. Now download the SNAP. So you require to download the SNAP, so simply click on the SNAP, and here you will get the main download. Okay, so if your system is a 64-bit, okay, so then simply click on this, okay, main download, and it is ready for your installation. So now installations will be very easy. Just double click on this, go to the next and simply click on OK. So now once it is done, let's open the SNAP, and I will going to show you what the SNAP 12, how we're going to access these data sets. Okay, so let's start with that. So I already installed the SNAP. So if I go here and I click SNAP, so see here SNAP desktop app will come. So simply click on this and let's wait to open this software. See this it is clearly showing this is my Microsoft toolbox is 12.0, so it is an upgraded toolbox, so which is supported your Sentinel 2. Okay, so Sentinel-1C datasets also. If you go in a 11, again if you try to open the Sentinel-1 and do the processing, you will face issue in the snap also. Okay, so that's why this video is very important to understand. Okay, why we are actually going to this video, to make you aware about the latest SAR Sentinel-1C data processing. Okay, how we're going to do it in your system, and how we'll make it ready for your analysis. Okay, now the very first steps, how we'll open it. So simply click on the file products. Okay, so we need to open it. Okay, let's click on the file product and let's add the Sentinel-C. See, this is how it is came. So now if you see here, very first data set is my Sentinel-1C data. Okay, I just make it as a rename. Okay, that's why if you don't want to rename, exit is download, that will be better. Okay, but I just do this as a rename and then simply click on open. So let's see, you see here, this is the data. Okay, so if you see here, now we have these two bands. So whatever the bands, if you want to open and see, just double click on this and let's wait for the results. So this is, you see how the images look like. Okay, say this is for VH, and if you want to see the VV, so you can click on the VV. So there is another window where the VV is also opening. So VV and VH, if you want to process the both, so then select the bands and accordingly you can process the next steps for the pre-processing. Okay, so I just show you how you just open this map directly, which is not able to seen in ArcGIS Pro as you seen here. Okay, but here you can directly open this image. Now the next steps we will going to discuss about the pre-processing techniques. Okay, so as you've seen already here, like we already opened this. The first thing, if you see, there is one thing which we can do, that is we can subset our area. So whatever the area you want to focus, okay, so that much area you can zoom it, that is the best. Okay, to do that. Okay, and then you can subset accordingly. Suppose you need to subset this particular locations where this is the part which I want to subset, suppose. Okay, so for this, if you see, there is a options called raster, and here is a option for subset. Okay, so if you want to focus only this much area, not require any other part, okay, so you can go to the spatial subset, this one. Okay, and already it is means this location which I already zoomed, so that much area you can focus. Okay, and you can subset. So other subset options is also there which you can use it, but I am going with this particular options. Okay, so simply click on OK, and you see there is a subsetted image is be ready. So now if you just close this, and if you open this particular subsetted image, okay, so if I just go and open the same VV, okay, suppose you see this location, see now it is okay. So you see this is a larger area and this is the focused, almost it was actually same, but I need to zoom it little bit more. Okay, what I didn't did, but anyway, this is you can get and understand like how we are going to subset this particular image. Okay, so if you see, this is that image, and this is oh yeah, sorry, it's subsetted. Okay, if you see this, okay, this is the large areas. Okay, so now this is my only the zoomed area. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, so if you see, this is a large area, we can found this also, but you see here, this is the subsetted image. I hope now it is very clear to you everyone how we're going to subset it. Why subsetted? Because there's always this SAR image is a very large. Okay, so when you subset it, your processing will be really faster. So that is the main reason why we are actually going to do this particular process. Now the next steps what we will going to do, that is we called it as, see, you should not select any band, so you just select the bands like this. So then the processing will going to start over this total image. Okay, so now the next steps which we are going to do, that is the calibration process. So to doing the calibration, you need to go to the radar, okay, radiometric, okay, and this is called calibration. So you need to click this calibration. Now this is the calibration window will open, and here in the processing, if you want to run over the both, so that you select, and I calculated the sigma naught value, so I can go for it. So if you want to go for the gamma naught, so just like ArcGIS Pro I used for gamma naught, so as your wish. Okay, so I am going with the sigma naught value, is it my requirement. Now this is which place you want to save your data, that will be good. Okay, I already run this particular process over this location. Okay, so what is this location is, yeah, over this only it is going to save. So I am going to save over the similar location. Okay, so this is the my name of these data sets. Okay, so this you see, after this finishing of this data is a which will be shown as a calibration is done. So simply click on run. Okay, so do the overwrite the existing file. Okay, because I run already this. Okay, so that's why it is asking, as I running in the same folder. So just simply click on yes, and it will going to run. So for you it will be not come, because you are going to run for the first time. So I am already overwriting all these steps for you for the demonstrations, that's why it is come. Okay, so now if you see this is a calibrated image. So if you just go here, click over the band and see here HH and VV. So now you see after calibrations how the image is looking like. Okay, so this is the image how it is looking like. This is VV and this is the VH. Okay, so you see VH, there is a less problem with the waves of the oceans. Okay, so but if in VV these ocean waves also creating an effect. So that is depends what kind of studies you are actually going to do. So now this is what it is done. Okay, so now the next process which we're going to do. So one more thing is we can do it here, just like to converting this band to dB, linear to dB. So VH, yes, and for the VV, okay, you can create the VV, yes. So this is the band which you can open here also. So what is the advantage of this, like if you go in a slide, so here you can adjust your histogram accordingly. Okay, so just like this. Okay, you see here I can adjust my histogram and accordingly it you can change. So that is the advantage, but you can't do this for these two bands. So okay, so when we are going to transfer, so always we transfer with the conversion in dB, linear to dB, and then only you can take these bands for your further analysis. So now the next is I'm going to apply the filter over this image, so that you can see the image will be more beautiful and this noise effects will going to reduce over this. So that is called Speckle Filter. So how we're going to run the Speckle Filter? So if you go to the radar, speckle filtering, and this is a single product speckle filtering I'm going to use because I'm not using the multi-temporal data. Okay, so here I'm going to use the single product, okay, speckle filter. So if you see this is my clearly showing the data sets, the processing which I'm going to run over the all the 4 layers. So you can go for it, but as of now it will come over this 2. But anyway, I am just simply running the final products which we will going to create, so that we will going to convert the linear bands, and we will convert this band as a permanent band for, so that whatever the processing will going to run, that will run over the temporary bands which is created as a linear to dB. Okay, but as of now I am going to run the simple process on this. Okay, so this is the data sets which will be going to create. Okay, so simply click on the run. Okay, so it is again, it will going to overwrite this particular data sets. It's going to do,
and you see my products, okay, and how it is going to open. So it will take time, so let's wait for this process to finish, then we'll come back to you again. Okay, so as you've seen here, now my speckle filter is already run, and I will close this, and I will now open the speckle filter image to see how the quality of the image is now. So if I open it, see this now. Okay, this is VV and this is VH. How nice this image is, okay, after the speckle filter. Now speckle filter is done. Okay, so the next thing which we're going to do, that is we are going to do the geometric corrections. Okay, that is called okay, so that is basically geometric terrain corrections which we're going to apply over this particular image. Okay, so now for this, if you see this image, then we have the radar, okay, and we have the terrain correction options. Okay, so first we'll go to do the terrain correction, not the geometric, the range Doppler terrain corrections which we're going to apply over this particular image. Okay, so that's what I'm just going to perform in this part now. Okay, yes, so we are going to run that. So radar, geometric terrain correction, and this is my range Doppler terrain corrections which we are going to perform over this particular data, as you've seen. Okay, now here the same processing also we are going to run on this, and this is automatically download the SRTM image. So for ArcGIS Pro, that is the only I see the some kind of drawbacks, like every time I have to go to the SRTM websites and download the SRTM image of these locations, and then you have to put download. So here there is options for automatic download for this data, so that is the advantage we will get it over here. Okay, so that is what I will suggest to go for this particular process over here. Okay, so that I am just simply running on this. Okay, so to get the geometric corrected data. Okay, and then we will going to convert it linear to dB. Okay, so just run this. I will going to run over overwrite over this same file. So let's wait for the product output to come. For this, I'm just trying to open the ArcGIS Pro here. Now I'll going to add data from the add data. So as you've seen, this is the output folder where I saved all my outputs, and you see this is the final products which I generated over here. You see cal, spec, and tc terrain corrected data. Okay, so that is the final data sets. Okay, so if you open the VV image, so here you see all the bands, 4 bands. Okay, VV, VH, VV, VH. So this is the 2 bands which is the linear to dB converted. Okay, so converted band. So you can use these 2 bands or any 1 bands for your analysis. So whatever you require. So select, simply click the VV image, dB decibel image, and simply click on it here, and you see here this is a mask image. You can just reduce, and you see this is the image which will be, okay, so which will be sit over the exactly. Okay, so this is, I need to do the geometry terrain corrections, which the part which I missed. Okay, so but this is how the process you open the ArcGIS Pro image, okay, into that Sentinel-C data into ArcGIS Pro. Okay, so that is the process over here which I just simply show you over here. Okay, so I think this process is very clear to you. You can understand how you're going to process Sentinel-1C data. So even you can do the further processing over here if you want. Okay, just to show you, like if somebody want to take it in ArcGIS Pro, so then how we're going to take. Okay, so this is the full process. So if you understand anything more, so just please let me know, or I will request you please share this video with the others. Okay, and subscribe my channel.
Okay, so I'm just very much happy if you subscribe my channel and give your comments. Okay, so it will be motivate me more. So I'm requesting, like, this is the only one thing which I want from you all, your support, that is please subscribe and share this video to the others. Thank you very much all.